This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Chelsea. Chelsea is a champion surfer, so she's accustomed to moving super fast, which is why she relies on super fast broadband brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her family sharing and surfing and saving each month. Combined, she bundles her Flow mobile, home phone, and TV services, so she can enjoy much more for much less, and so can you. Visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
It's Friday, October the 7th, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today Morning News Update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, former professor of economics and pro-vice chancellor of the planning and development at the University of the West Indies, Andrew Downs, says Barbados need not to be too worried about its unfavorable world competitiveness ranking. Instead, Professor Downs is suggesting that the government should be more concerned about what the international financial institutions are saying about what's contributing to the island's declining ranking.
Yes, I hear people complaining about what the World Bank, the business report saying, what the competitive reports, what we rank. I'm not particularly concerned about the ranking particularly, but I'm more concerned about what they say about what it is that are the problems. I think the focus should be on that. That is, in terms of being able to reduce the cost of doing business, enhancing the business facilitation, enhancing productivity, those are the things that we need. Because whether or not you're ranked 1, 2, 3, or 100, you still have to do it. That's the point you make. Because all the others up there doing the same thing. They're all seeming to get ahead.
Legal action continues to loom over the operations of this country's Customs and Excise Department. However, lawyers representing 12 aggrieved customs officers say a final decision on whether they will proceed with their threatened lawsuit against the Public Service Commission depends on the outcome of the interview process, which is currently ongoing in that government department for new appointments. It is the latest twist in the ongoing saga that has surrounded government's plans to subsume the Customs Department into the Barbados Revenue Authority. Faced with a wave of criticism over its handling of the ongoing water shortages in the country, the Barbados Water Authority is assuring Barbadians that it is treating the problem with utmost urgency. BWA Acting General Manager Dr. John Mwanza is making it clear that the state-run Waterworks Agency was not sleeping on the job. As a matter of fact, he told Barbados Today yesterday afternoon the search for solutions was the company's top priority.
We are treating it with the utmost urgency in terms of trying to provide solutions to the problem. The short-term measures, as we have indicated before, speak to the commissioning of the borehole at Sweetville to augment supplies in the Castle Grant system, and also the replacement of any faulty equipment which has contributed to disruptions in supply, and the improvement of our tanker delivery service with the expectation of bringing in the additional tankers which are now being cleared through the port.
Meanwhile, there's a strong word of warning to the Freundel Stewart administration that it needs to provide immediate answers to the people of Barbados on the country's deepening water crisis. With residents in several communities across the island currently crying out for water woes, political scientist Dr. George Bell has cautioned the government that the matter has now moved beyond the issue of managing and distributing water supplies, but instead it was now a serious political issue, one which strikes at the heart of this country's governance system.
It's a problem of national proportions, and that is what a government is there to deal with. And you can't deal with it on the basis of just a managerial approach of that it is being addressed and that type of thing. You have to engage it as an emergency impacting on people's lives in critical areas, and that you have a responsibility as their representative to do something about it.
There's regional and international news after this short break. It's a vision whose time has come. This November 29th, Digicel, Barbados is Music presents the most explosive array of titans to share Barbadian stage. Crossfire, Coalition, and Square One will descend upon Kensington Oval for the independent show that will be talked about for the next 50 years. Get your $80 tickets at all advertised box offices. New Look Boutique, Digicel Store DeCosta Mall, Praxis Clothing Store, Play Deli, ENV Music Supply Sheraton, Emerald City, Lewis Wildy, Eddie's Fright Sound, Upbeat Warrens and Sky Mall, and TicketPal.com. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Barbados' Music or call 832-0246 for more information. Digicel, Barbados is Music is sponsored by Remy Martin 1738, Douglas Hill Wines 98.1, The One, Banks, and Digicel.
In regional news now, the death toll in Haiti as a result of Hurricane Matthew has soared to 283. The government says some 50 people were reported to have died in the southern town of Roca-Chez-Bateau alone.
The first glimpse of the coastal communities hit hardest by Hurricane Matthew, and marooned from the rest of the country for the past 48 hours. This is what's left of Jérémie, the home to 31,000 people, a place known as Haiti's City of Poets. But now it's become ground zero in this humanitarian crisis, and much of it looks like a scrap heap. The destruction is almost complete. About 80% of the buildings have been destroyed. Antoine Louis is a farmer now unable to feed even his family. I've lost all the food in my house, he says. We've nothing to cook, and we're starving. The relief effort is still being hampered by the floodwaters that have cut off the southwest of the country. But as more roads become passable and more coastal communities are reached, the number of dead keeps on rising.
And on the international scene, Florida's Governor Rick Scott has warned of a pending catastrophe as the monster Hurricane Matthew bears down on the United States East Coast. The first band of rain from Matthew arrived in Florida yesterday ahead of a projected landfall between West Palm Beach and Cape Canaveral that the governor cautioned would be catastrophic.
The Category 4 storm is barreling in. Up to 15 inches of rain and a life-threatening storm surge up to 11 feet in some places.
This storm will kill you. Time is running out.
With FEMA deploying 500 disaster workers, water, cots, and food are on the way. Mandatory evacuations ordered in coastal regions. The president today declaring an emergency in South Carolina and Florida. Still, some like Megan Faircloth with daughter Ayanti refuse to leave.
That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper email updates and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic weekend.